We'll start that again, shall we? Good evening. Well late today. Siesta went on way too long, and I woke up dribbling on the sofa, and was like, "Whoa, where am I?" So yeah, apologies. This is about 2 hours late, but we're here now. So make sure you get active in the chat. Make sure you smack a like on the video and subscribe if you're new. Well over 45k. We're en route to 50k, which is very good. Don't forget also, I think Mikel Arteta is doing a press conference tomorrow. As soon as he does that press conference, bang, we're straight on it. We're going to go through that. And I will be doing a live, well, it will be a quiz that I put on Flick in the next half an hour or so. As soon as I finish this stream, I'm going to be doing a quiz. I've got some 6 stats that I found earlier on today. So we're going to test your knowledge on Arsenal West Ham games. And get on the Flick app. There is a giveaway for a football shirt of your choice. One person to get that. That'll be picked on Saturday. Make sure you go and do that right now. And we're going to speak. Firstly, I'm going to share my screen. I want to do this real quick because we spoke about Balogun earlier. And that wasn't fake news. It was actually real news. Let me go full screen on that. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. This is Sheffield United, their Twitter account. And it is their official Twitter account. And as you can see, we made an inquiry regarding the young man at Arsenal that's left with the CEO of our football club and at Arsenal. We want attributes at the top of the pitch that move us forward. That was Chris Wilder speaking about transfer news, obviously. Now, that young man is Florian Balogun, who you can see there. And they did put a cheeky little bid in for 3 million quid for him, which obviously didn't come to fruition because we want more than 3 million quid for him, even though he has only got about 10 months left on his contract. Now, there is a lot of reports doing the rounds at the moment that he's about to sign a 4-year contract with Arsenal. Now, if that is the case, then I do fully expect him to go on loan to Sheffield United, which will be absolutely fantastic for him because they're a decent outfit. They bought 3 players, signed 3 players in one day last week or the week before, and unveiled all 3 in one hit. They've secured their Premier League status with an unbelievable season. Kind of fell away after lockdown. They got VAR'd against us in the quarterfinal. If there was no VAR, Arsenal wouldn't have won the FA Cup. They would have been in the semi-final because they had 2 goals disallowed for offside by VAR. And sometimes you got to look at these things and say, do you know what? VAR ain't as bad as we all think it is. We wouldn't have won the FA Cup if we hadn't have got them VAR decisions, that's for sure. But they're a decent outfit. They've got a decent manager. And again, I don't think they're in Europe this season. I don't think they are they? I think they finished below us. So they're definitely not in Europe this season. I think that would be brilliant for Balogun to go on loan there. I think that we're all kind of eager to see youngsters come through the team. We have a little fetish in England where we want somebody from Hale End to come through and bust through and be the man. Now, we've got Bukayo Saka, obviously. He's come through. A lot of people were claiming Hector Bellerin as a Hale End graduate. He's not. He's a Barcelona graduate. But he did come through as a young age, so I kind of get that. We've got Maitland-Niles. Martinelli, although he hasn't come through the academy, again, he's another up-and-coming one. Eddie Nketiah is one. Joe Willock is another one. Smith Rowe. Although I do think that the latter, Smith Rowe, will go out on loan. I think that that'll be done again, hopefully to a Premier League club, because it's great that they've some of these players to lower league teams. John Jules has done the same. He's gone again to another lower league team. But I want to see some of these youngsters, especially Balogun, go on loan to a Premier League team because I think he's class in that level that he's at the moment. Now let's see if you step up to the big boy league. Yeah, let's see if you can do it against proper big physical men every single week, rather than doing it against your age group down in the under 18s, 21s, whatever it may have been that you've come through. Big up my sister on Facebook. Hope the little ones are all right. Hope they're behaving themselves. And if they're not, confiscate the what's the game console he's got? What's it called? I can't remember. Confiscate it. Tell him he's on timeout. And I hope the little one, she's all right as well. I'll text you after this, yeah? And big up my boy. You're my guy, man. Hope you're well, buddy. Hope you're well. Are you still not rating Tierney yet? Are you back on that hype yet? Are you on it? Come on, bruv. Talk to me, darling. But just to wrap up, and thank you for your donation, mate. Appreciate that as always. But just to wrap up on Balogun, I do think he is going to stay. There was a time where I thought, you know what, we're going to let this kid go, and do we really want to let him go? This could be another Serge Gnabry. You never know, do you? You never know when a player is smacking it up in the reserves, and then he wants first team, he don't get his way and he leaves. It could come back to bite you, but you never know. Hopefully he does go on loan after signing a new deal, and then we get him back a better player and ready to jump in the first team, because I've seen a lot of people, excuse me, say that he's better than Eddie Nketiah, etc., etc. Listen, I don't really rate Eddie Nketiah. The one thing I will say about Eddie Nketiah is he does score goals. Yeah, at any level. He's done it at Leeds in the Championship, and he scored in the Premier League as well, albeit not that many, but he's not played that many games in the Premier League. Balogun hasn't played any Premier League games, and he hasn't played any Championship games. How anyone can think that Balogun's better than Nketiah, I don't know. Yes, potentially he could be, but we don't know, do we? How's he going to cope with the pressure of playing for Arsenal first team? How's he going to cope with the pressure of playing for Sheffield United if he goes there? How's he going to cope with going up against 6'4" lumps at centre back, rather than a couple of kids that he's up against every week in the Premier League too? So we'll see what happens. I think that'd be speedy on that one. I think that'd speed up pretty quickly. I think that'd be something that we're going to find out about within the next 72 hours or so, maybe. I think by maybe Sunday, maybe latest Monday, perhaps we'll find out that he's signed a new deal and we are going to loan him out. But we shall see. One player, I haven't got a picture of him, but one player that we are due to get a little kickback on is Chuba Akpom. He's due to go to Middlesbrough. And if that deal does go through, we get £1 million. Yay! Yay! That can pay Mesut Ozil for 6 days out of 7. Whoopee! Woohoo! So yeah, we get £1 million. Listen, it's better than nothing. It's better than a kick in the teeth. And let's be real here. None of us have got £1 million sat in our bank accounts, have we? And if we have, then fair play to you. Well done. You've obviously worked very hard in your life, or got lucky. One of the two. Let's move on to let's speak about this this chap. My specialist subject. I'd get maximum score on Mastermind talking about this guy. The amount of stats and facts and pie charts and XA and predicted this and pass conversion rate and chance conversion rate and through balls and I'd be an absolute G on Mastermind. My specialist subject would be him, and I would kill it. But I see Sky Sports suggesting that he may not be in Arsenal's 25-man Premier League squad, which would be absolutely the biggest kick in the teeth the guy's ever had in his life. He sat on a Twitter Q&A last week saying, yes, I am ready. Ask Mesut, I'm ready, but that's down to the powers that be. Yeah, guess what? He didn't make the squad, mate. It's obvious we want to get rid of him. He's still got £13.2 million apparently outstanding on his current deal, which has got about 10 months to go. 288 days, I think it is. 288 days. I need to do that update on Insta. I didn't do it yesterday because obviously it was nice news about Aubameyang. Didn't want to tarnish it with this guy. But it would be a damning indictment of his career at Arsenal if he didn't make the 25-man Premier League squad, wouldn't it? What would that say about the regime that gave him that deal? Because I see a lot of people saying, including me, I said this as well, that it was the powers that be, Raul and that lot, that didn't want him here. Well, Raul Sanhalia is not here anymore, so we can't blame him. So maybe, just maybe, the manager, and he is our manager now, Mikel Arteta, has decided that he's actually tripe and he's not good enough. And maybe, just maybe, Unai Emery sussed him out inside one training session. The first game under Emery was Man City. He hooked him off. No, he didn't. He actually played the whole game because I remember he missed a chance with about 5-10 minutes to go, clean through. He didn't control the ball properly, which is unlike him because he does control the ball normally pretty well. We were 2-0 down at that stage. We could have rallied the troops. But we then went to Stamford Bridge, first away game under Emery, and he was one of the worst performances I've ever seen from a footballer. And Emery hooked him off after 60-odd minutes. West Ham, he never played. And there was the hoo-ha about he stormed out of training, they had a big bust-up. That is legit, certified. I've got that clarified by my plug at the club. I'm a poet, I didn't know it. And Ozil stormed out the training ground the wrong way round in the underground. Well, it wasn't the training ground, it was the actual football stadium, the Emirates. It's a one-way system underground at the Emirates. He stormed out the wrong way and legged it off down the Hornsey Road in his fast Mercedes car. And he was barely seen again, was he? Until Granit Xhaka started giving it piss off to the fans. And then Emery let his guard down and put him back in. Since then, Emery's gone. Arteta's come in. And you know what? The more I look at this, the more I think this isn't nothing to do with the pay reduction that the club asked everyone to take, the pay cut, the pay whatever you want to call it. I think this is down to the fact that Arteta, and I genuinely think this, I don't think the club have said, bin him, like get him out. I think it is down to the fact that Arteta thought, you know what, I'm going to give him enough rope, yeah, and let him do it himself. So he put him in the team. He played him for 10 games straight. So then when it fast forward, obviously we didn't know we were coming into lockdown, but then he can go, well, hang on a minute. I don't think he's ready. I don't think he's good enough, because he played him against Man United and Chelsea, and I thought he was superb in them games. Yeah, he was actually a proper footballer against Man United. And it was amazing to see how fast he was running and how strong he was, holding off two players as he's running down the wing against Man United. I remember that. And thank you, Ryan, as well, for the membership, mate. Appreciate that very much so. Thank you very much. I had to pin that before it left. But thank you, mate. But I do remember that, excuse me, in them games, he played really, really well. Every single one of the other games, he didn't really do a great deal. I know he scored against Newcastle. We played all right against Newcastle in the second half. First half, we were shocking in that game. Second half, we stepped it up and bang. Yeah, Newcastle flopped soon as we scored, and he got one of the jammiest goals you'll ever see. Not that that matters, they all count. But I think that Arteta sat there and thought, let me play him for 10 games, because the idea is I'm going to bin him in 10 games. This season's technically a write-off, is maybe what the club thought, maybe what Arteta thought. Let me just see where I'm at with the players, what I can and can't do, who's good enough, who's not, who's going to put it in for me, who's the go-to guys. Bellerin's one of his go-to guys. Leno, until he got injured, he's now back again. David Luiz and Granit Xhaka. There is 4 go-tos. Even because Saka's not a go-to guy for him, because since he signed the contract, he's been benched every week. Aubameyang's obviously a go-to, so there's 5 at the starting 11. But I think with Ozil, Arteta looked at it and said, yo, I'm going to put him in. Yeah, I'm going to stick him in the team. And then when it comes to later down the road when I'm not picking him, and then I don't pick him again and again and again, I can sit there and go, well, hold up a minute. I'm doing this for the better of the team going forward. I've played him 10 games straight, mate. What are you talking about? So Arteta's I think he's been very clever with what he's done there, because maybe they did have the conversation in the hierarchy where they said, look, get rid of him. We want him gone. Do whatever you got to do. And then maybe that conversation went down the route of, okay, I'll play him. So then when I get quizzed for not playing him, I can say, well, hang on, I played him every week, mate. Yeah, I'm doing this based on the better of the football club. And if that is the case, well done, because that boy has got to go, mate. Not good enough. Hasn't been good enough for a long, long time. What's his pre-cum conversion rate? Not enough. Not enough. Mate, Willian got more assists, or equalled his assists at the weekend, as Ozil's done in the last 2 seasons, each season. And Willian played for 1 game. Big up the latest member. It's all kicking off, innit? Look at this. It's all kicking off. Thank you very much, CJ Brunette. Appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much to both of the members. Thank you very much. Welcome to level 1, baby. Do smash the likes up. Nearly 1,000 people watching, not even 200 likes. Disgusting. But I do think that that is the case. I do think that, and thank you, Von Schlief, for your donation as well. But I do think that with this Ozil thing, they were speaking on Sky Sports saying potentially Arsenal might not put him in the Premier League 25-man squad. And as it stands, we have got too many non-homegrown players. We've got 18 non-homegrowns and you can have 17. We're obviously going to sign this goalkeeper, Runarsson. That looks like it's going to get done for £1 million. So that now puts us up to 19. So we've got to get rid of 2 players. That is even before we sign 2 other players, Houssem Aouar, Thomas Partey. So that had put us up to 21, which means we've got to get rid of 4 players, providing we signed both of them, of course. So we've got to get rid of 4 non-homegrown players between now and the end of the window. You'd assume that Socrates would be 1. You'd assume Torreira would be 2. Who else is going? Kolasinac, perhaps? That's 3, which means we can bring 1 more in. If we get rid of 4, we can bring 2 more in. But we'll still have too many players for a squad because we've got about 30 odd players for 25 slots at the moment. Martinez was homegrown, for everyone asking. He was homegrown because he'd been here for long enough to clarify as homegrown. Cesc Fabregas was in the same boat when he was here. He was a homegrown player. Hector Bellerin, I believe, is a homegrown player because I think after you've been here a certain amount of time and you've come up, I think you're classed as homegrown after a certain amount of time. I think it's 5 years, actually. But Mesut Ozil is our longest serving player right now, first team wise anyway, followed by Hector Bellerin, I believe. And again, another one. Would Bellerin be somebody that leaves? Under 21 players, here we go. Andrew knows. Under 21 players don't count towards the registration. So we could throw a load of under 21s in there. Joe Willock, is he under 21? I think he is. Smith Rowe is another one. Saka, he don't count. So he can go in there. Martinelli, I think he goes in there. Yes, that's right. He's under 21. So yeah, we've got to jig this squad around a little bit. And Guendouzi's another one. He won't be in that because he's under 21 as well, I think. Or he might have just turned 21, perhaps. I don't know. I think he is 21, isn't he? I may be wrong. I'm not always right. But again, Callum Chambers, another one that could potentially leave. But he is not a non-homegrown. He is homegrown, isn't he? So, and this is a lot of things. Like a lot of people don't know about these things. Like, listen, I wasn't 100% clued up with that, and that's why I've taken ages to do this video because I wanted to get the ins and outs of everything on this. And my man's put it up as well. Look, for anyone who's not a clued up person with this, who I wasn't a couple of weeks ago, we have 5 homegrown players: Macy, Bellerin, Holding, Chambers, and Niles, which means we can only register 22 players for Premier League. Premier League under the age of 21 are not considered as homegrown status. Well, there you go. And I think you have to have 7 homegrown. Is that right? I think it's 7 homegrown players you have to have in your books. I'm sure that's the case, man. We've got more than that. I'm sure we've got more than 5. Chambers, Niles, definitely. Holding, definitely. Bellerin, definitely. Macy, definitely. I'm sure we've got, who else we got? We've got somebody else. There's another one. There's definitely another one. What's his fucking name? It's going to come to me in a minute. There is another one. I know there is. But anyway, we go on. We continue. Let's continue. But thank you very much to everyone watching on Facebook. A lot of you on Facebook right now. Big up Riziki. Riziki Ibrahim Chiaro. Big up the real one. Is that after Thomas Riziki? I will drink to that, my friend. We're on the Cruise Campo this evening. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. Big up the real ones in the building. Don't forget, if you haven't downloaded the Flick application, I will be doing an Arsenal West Ham quiz on that very shortly. I was spending my early afternoon before I fell asleep trying to find some statistics on the games over the years in the Premier League and stuff like that. So I've come up with a load of questions and I want you guys to answer them. Download Flick, go onto that application, keep your eyes peeled, and there is a moderator announcement. I'm going to announce 3 moderators on Saturday. So if you want to become a moderator on Flick, fly down the timeline to the new moderator bit, and you get 2 emotes. They're in the bottom right hand corner of a chat. Spam them in the chat, and I'll pick 3 moderators on Saturday. Also, anybody who downloads it is entered into the prize draw for a shirt of your choice. 1 lucky person will be picked by Flick on Saturday. Doesn't matter what team you support, doesn't matter where you live in the world. 1 lucky person will win a football shirt of their choice on Saturday. Next week, I'm going to do another giveaway. This time it's going to be a signed football shirt because that's how we roll. But my lips are sealed until next week. So make sure you get on that app right now. Don't forget to spam the emotes in the moderator chat, and that'd be great. Big up my guy. No hump day when you're living off being a real one. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that. And every day is a fun day. A Sunday. It is a Sunday. It's sunny every day where I live. Well, it was a little bit cloudy earlier. I woke up this morning thinking, Ross, it looks like it's going to rain. Then, boom, 28 degrees. West Ham were the last team to win at Highbury and the first team to win at the Emirates. Big up yourself, man. Are you confident? Are you confident, Nick? But yes, as I was saying, Mesut Ozil, what do we do with him? Do we bin him and not put him in the 25-man squad? Or do we put him in the Europa League squad? I don't think he's going to get into this Premier League squad, mate. Trust me. And if he does, I don't think he's going to get many games this season. That's for sure. Bale or Aubameyang? Aubameyang, he scores more. I do like Bale. I won't like him if he goes to Tottenham again, but I do like him. All will be revealed. It's not signed by me, you joker. It's signed by an ex-footballer, but I'm working on it. It's not nailed on yet, but it's 99% done that's in the bag. So, yeah, man, it's a big one as well, a big bad boy footballer, so who played for the club. So, yeah, when it is 100%, it's 99.9%. I'm just waiting for a text back. As soon as that text back, we're sweet. But I ain't revealing that until after the other one's been won. So, yeah, man. But make sure you get on it if you haven't already. And yeah. There's plenty of stuff coming on that flick. Don't forget as well, I am going to be doing my preview and starting 11. My preview will be my preview. My starting 11 for the games this season will be determined by your polls on flick. I'll put a poll up for each position and the players in each position. You guys vote on them when I do the preview, and then the starting 11 in that video. That'll be based off of your polls. I will still give you my 11 separately. Also, player ratings are going to be done on that as well. So when the player ratings are done on the video, the live stream, upload, whatever it may be, that'll be taken off of your poll results as well. So do go and check that app out. It is absolutely class. And I'm really enjoying it, actually. I did a Q&A on there last night. So anyone who missed it, unlucky, but keep your eyes peeled for the next one. Big up from Norway. There's a lot of Man United fans in Norway. I think that's the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer link. Hi Lee, before things got out of hand and the transfer closed, Arsenal need to be strong enough midfielder like Partey. Party or Partey? Let's have a fucking party. That's what we'll be having if we're saying party. It's not Bergkamp. I do actually have a signed shirt myself, right, from the Invincible season, and I didn't buy it. I actually went to the training ground and got them all to sign it that season. I sat at London Colney Sainsbury's and got them all to sign it. Signed by Robbie Savage, you know. No, you're not going to get the answer out of me until I've put it out there, which will be probably Sunday. I'll let you know. So you'll have a week to enter that competition on Flick. And yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. It's going all right. We're nearly on 1,700 followers on there now, which has gone up 900 in 5 days. So thank you very much. Keep getting on it. I will be back tonight on a pre-uploaded video. It won't be a live stream. It'll be about 10 o'clock tonight because obviously I am running way late because I fell asleep. So I need to do a few bits. I need to play around with the new equipment. The mic's coming tomorrow, so we can take the audio up a little bit. Hopefully it's coming tomorrow, unless I miss it. But this audio is pretty dead on this Mac, so that's coming tomorrow. And we have set up one of the lights. I have got 2 more to set up. Just have another chance. I've got a monitor, green screen. I've got one sorted, a pull-up green screen. That's coming next week, and just waiting for my graphics guy to finish with the graphics, and then boom, channel's looking crisp, and we take it up a few levels, and hopefully take up the subscription base and the view levels a bit higher as well. So yeah, man, thank you very much to everyone who has subscribed, liked, shared, donated, disliked, commented, whatever over the last 20 months. It's been mad, so thank you very much. Let's do 3 more comments. Moving up levels. Big up my guy. Come on, drink to that, baby. Next time we do a member stream, I need to know when that member stream is. I need to check my diary actually, because I need to do another one. What day is it tomorrow? Thursday. Possibly Friday. Yeah, possibly Friday. It'll be a level 3. That's the next one to do. Check Twitter. Check my Facebook. Was that for me, bruv? Check Twitter, a war bid breaking right now. Are you on a wind up, my friend? The only person I trust on that application is the real one that we had on the channel. If you haven't checked out that video I did on the channel with Fabrizio Romano, do go and check it out. It's the pinned comment, the pinned video, sorry. Nothing from Fabrizio. Nah, man. If it ain't my guy saying it, it ain't true. So we're ignoring that. We're ignoring that. But listen, 2 more comments and I'm bouncing. Smash the likes up. Thank you very much to everybody who has joined. Thank you, man. Yeah, just 2 emotes. It's like they start flapping around. 2 emotes. Just spam 2 emotes in there, man. And thank you, Jez. And I don't listen to them at all. Get French football news, bruv. Yeah, they're as bad as goal.com. Not for me. Yeah, I haven't got a Scooby what they're talking about. When the real one comes out and says, yo, Arsenal will bid X, Y, and Z, then I'll believe it. And I don't know why, if that is the case, that we're bidding 40 million when they want 60 million. Sound about. We've known the price for 8.5 weeks. Why are we bidding 20 million less? If you want him, go and buy him. It's not difficult, is it? One more. Let's do one more. Good evening to everybody in the chat. Villa won't go down. We know that. They're decent. They've got a proper goalkeeper now. Going to end on that. I can't say his name, you know. Papastafopoulos. Pasta. I can't say it, man. Papastafopoulos. You dickhead. I'm going, man. Love to you all. Thank you very much. Smash the likes up, subscribe, share the content, and download Flick. Also, my Instagram. That is moving right now. League Gunner 82. Get on it. I'm going to put a load of posts out on that in the next hour or 2. So yeah, man, I'll be back at 10 o'clock with an upload. Laters, peeps. Laters.